get in the bath is rub the lamp.
That line will never stop being creepy. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. What? You're supposed to be off.
Yeah, like your other left.
You're supposed to be off. Do we have anybody in the channel right now? Who's watching? Oh wait, that's me and Jimmy, isn't it? Oh, it's me and Joe. Wonderful. All right, right here.
Right?
My phone.
Never fails. Get in the bath is rub the lamp.
Jonas. That line will never stop being creepy. So we're gonna do our introduction. Ever, ever, ever. What? You're supposed to be off. We have a grown-ass
Your
adult.
other left.
You're supposed to be off. Do we have anybody in the channel? Who's watching? Oh wait, that's me and Jimmy, isn't it? Oh, it's me and Joe. Wonderful. All right, right here. My phone.
Never fails. Get in the bath is rub the lamp.
Okay.
Well, there's always going to be a delay.
Okay.
No, I know, but like Rachel might actually be. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, it's mostly in the
It's me and Joe. Wonderful. All right, right here.
That was-
My phone. Yeah, your noisy dog.
always going to be a delay.
Yeah, Des.
And now I have an email.
All right. So let's try this again. Okay, no,
Now,
I'll just talk all the time, and then everyone can talk about how I talk all the time.
Well,
No, you said you were gonna start calling things out.
All right, so we're the grown-ass adults, and we started this channel a while ago, and then life got in the way, as adult things do. And now we are back. So we're going to introduce ourselves the only way we know how and are comfortable with, by not actually introducing ourselves. We're going to introduce each other. So Joe is going to introduce our friend Autumn.
So Autumn over here,
Princess Faulty Bunny.
I'm not calling you that. She's in charge of our Book Breakers book club, and she also will be focusing on most of the science things within the Grown Ass Adults forum. She's in charge of our Book Breakers. She is a vet tech and likes long walks on the beach
I
and
do.
short walks on the beach and really just being on the beach.
That's true.
Autumn is technically a mermaid.
I am.
In all intents and purposes, she's a mermaid.
She does classify as long walks on the beach and just being on the beach.
All right, Autumn, talk to us about Doug.
Duke over here is our tech guy. If anything goes wrong, blame him.
Always.
Always.
Always blame Doug.
He will also be going
Autumn,
over new
talk
technical
to us about
things and
Doge.
gamey things. So that would be our Duke. Also, he'll probably talk about a lot about a 3D printer because he just got one.
It's super cool.
Maybe
though.
just a little bit.
All right, Pat, introduce me and do it well.
This is Rachel. That's all I got. No. This is Rachel. She is. Oh, you just spit out.
Yeah.
Charge that gross.
She has currently a growth right here.
Actually, it's not a growth. It comes off now.
Oh, it comes off now. She is in charge of our social media and everything there entails. Also, she has a cooking show. I believe you do something else as well, don't you?
I do the blog,
Oh yes, the blog.
and I do the Garb Maven blog.
She does like Garden Maiden blog. Yeah, she does like everything.
I do a lot of typing.
The rest of us are just here for our looks.
I post reminders.
Joe posts reminders, so there's that.
I'm purely here for my looks.
All right, Doug, tell us about Joe.
So this is Joe. He
Hey, guys.
is our resident sports expert. He is a father of Jonas. He loves his dad jokes and his puns.
Tell us about Joe.
Terrible, terrible puns.
Terrible.
Amazing part.
He will be starting actually a new YouTube channel talking about sports events released weekly.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna shoot for every Monday evening. It to be posted. Kind of like a short little weekend in review. So you have some sort of like if you're not into sports but you don't want to be left out of sports conversation at the water cooler at work on Monday morning. Just give you a quick rundown of some stuff, some talking points to get you through the week.
I have no comments coming up on my computer, by the way, so my computer is pointless. Unless we have no comments. Or like live chat. But either way, I'm still frozen over here.
We have a number of
So.
people watching, right?
Yeah, we have 6 people watching.
What the? You turned creepy dog on.
Jonas loves creepy dog.
Alright. Jimmy, tell us about Pat.
So this is Pat. He's our resident anime expert. He plays a lot of D&D and war games and stuff like that. he likes to understand all the rules of games and then find the best
We're
ways
not
to break
broadcast
them.
though.
We're not broadcasting. Oh, okay. So that's why mine is still doing
No,
that.
it just stopped.
You might
Nico,
because
go lay
we're
down.
overloading with too many connections on the Wi-Fi.
So I could. So I'll turn mine off.
Start.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be starting a channel. The biggest problem I have is I don't really have a way.
Can we come over here?
Yeah, I'll have to come over here.
Oh, jeez! Right in the collarbone.
We were back online.
All right, I X'd out of mine so that we can have more. There we go. All right, and I will talk to you about Jimmy. That's you. Jimmy is our saving grace because he is always the one who's like a little bit more I don't know. A little bit more focused, I guess. He's the one that likes to reel us in. He plays a lot of computer games and knows a lot about other types of board gaming as well. And today he'll be talking about current events, and probably for the next couple of at least months he'll be talking to us a lot more about like games and things like that. He also married Autumn, which, I mean, props to you.
Yeah, I know, right? Every once in a while, you're rolling that 20.
Blind Squirrel gets another room.
He got-
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Everyone's one.
Alright,
Broken watches right twice a day.
That's right.
so now that we've got us out of the way, we're going to tell you a little bit more about what we plan on doing with our live stream, which will happen the second and the last week second and fourth Tuesday of every month from 8:45 until 9:45. Last time we just did a lot of talking, which started out really well and then kind of got really tangenty. So this time we have a little bit more structure to it. We're going to be doing segments like coming up we'll be doing 90-second breakdowns of things that happened in 2016. We're going to be doing themed segments for each of our live stream themes. And then we will break into a discussion. Yes, that's Jonas is translating for all of the babies watching. We will be going into a discussion of our topic, and then at the end we will play a game, and you guys will have a chance to win a prize based off of what game we play and how we play it. So this game is going to be our trivia poll, in which we will ask questions about things that happened during the live stream, and you get to post your vote as to who you think is going to win that game, and whoever winds up winning, anyone who correctly predicted them winning will be entered in a chance to win a super cool Grown Ass Adults prize that we'll pick out for you and send to you later on in the month.
Am I allowed to take notes?
No.
No.
No notes are allowed to be taken this podcast.
They can take notes for me.
Our baby is very sleepy, but that just means that he does not want to go to sleep. He's so funny.
There's all these people here.
There's all these people here. You are so creepy!
You scared him.
Did I scare you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, mommy was yelling.
Alright, so now we're going
Best friend.
into our topic. Our topic for
Oh my god.
We're getting tangent.
But yeah.
I'm staying on topic. I'm literally talking about the topic, and you are playing with tangent though.
God.
No,
I just ripped it out of your hands.
and there's no one next to me at all.
Pat.
I touched the ear. It's not my fault. I didn't know what it's gonna do. Thought it was gonna say ear, like
so
it said
the
hands.
topic for today is 2016 year in review. We each are going to break down a section of our niche per se of 2016. We're going to review it for you guys.
I'm opening up my sound effect app because I vowed to make more use of sound effects. The first person who will be going is Jimmy.
Hey, that's me. I'm just basically doing the year in review, the big topics that came out.
Well, what happened
for-
was
So what happened was
stands for.
Oh my god!
It's so bad.
Where's my
Oh,
movie
wow.
mouse?
Yeah, so yeah, so but yeah, so the United Kingdom voted to leave the European Union. It's still up in the air right now, though, right? Like
Yeah.
Yes. So the reason it's up in the air is actually because they said that the vote has to go to Parliament,
Right.
as opposed to being just a popular vote.
Right.
So now they're saying that it has to go to Parliament.
Especially after a lot of people had voters remorse once they realized.
Yeah, they were
what
like,
it
oh, wait a
was.
second, that actually happened.
Like a lot of people made the protest vote about like, I'm angry with my representatives.
Yeah.
That's
And then they voted to leave the European Union.
Yeah. They did crazy things. North Korea conducted its 5th nuclear test and its largest one. Big bada boom. The UN went to Iran and verified that it had dismantled all of its nukes and lifted the ban on Iran.
Welcome, Iran.
That was the closest one I got.
Obama visited Cuba, and he was the first
Yes.
president to visit Cuba in 88 years.
And we are now allowed to go to Cuba.
Yeah, and we're now allowed to go to Cuba, which is crazy.
I am super excited.
Hillary Clinton was the first woman nominated by a major party to be the U.S. president.
Woo-hoo. Good job, Clinton.
Donald Trump won the 45th presidential election. And on a lighter note, there were creepy clowns all over the
Fucking
United
clowns!
States.
How did I forget about those
Lighter
clowns?
I don't know why it just went on chicken. I'm sorry.
My shirt just broke. I almost died.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh yeah, that
I fixed it.
Are you
Don't
sure?
question it. No, I just can't lean
Okay.
back.
Everything's good.
Me
Everything's
back.
fine.
No, I can't.
So,
I just said.
yeah, creepy clowns were all over the U.S. just standing in the woods being creepy. None of them were violent or did anything crazy, but they were just
They were
out there
They were there. Being clowns.
being clowns.
Wait, got one.
And we don't want to go over all of the bajillion deaths since that's done to death. To quote Pat. Pat did.
It came out of your mouth.
I know.
I know, right? I heard it from him first.
Okay, is that...
Oh, do you want to hear a rhetorical dad joke?
Sure. Good one. I appreciate that.
I get it.
Alright, Doug, your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to talk about the gaming and technology, more so on the gaming side. So this year was a huge year for VR gaming. Not really typically a brand new technology, but really hit a stride with some major hardware releases this year, and a lot of game experiences. You have like the Oculus Rift, HTC Vive for the computer. The PlayStation released their PSVR with their updated consoles, and you had the Samsung Gear VR. It's been out for a little while, but this year it really hit a stride because it was being given away free during a lot of their phone releases. So a lot of more people were able to get that device and start using it. Some other hardware that released this year, we had the Xbox One S, slimmer version of the Xbox One that now supports 4K outputting. So better picture qualities on your games. The PS4 also released a slim version, and they released the PS4 Pro, also with 4K support. Xbox does have an answer to the PS4 Pro coming out this year. They're planning to release it again this year. And
Try to put
Nintendo revealed their next console under the code name of the NX, which we now know is the Nintendo Switch. That'll be coming out later this year. A couple months, actually. We had quite a few video game movies be released this year. You had the Ratchet and Clank movie, came out in April. Didn't quite meet its budget, and had some generally unfavorable to average reviews from critics. Angry Birds had a movie out in May.
Fantastic. Watched it like 9 times in a row.
I think they met their budget. They had a $73 million budget. They made $349 million in the box office. Had some pretty average reviews. A lot of people seem to like that one.
The kids did though, so
Well, yeah, the kids
that's what it was
really
geared
enjoyed that.
towards.
Warcraft came out in June.
Almost a crazy over.
Made $433 million. It's the highest grossing video game movie ever.
But it didn't meet its budget.
Really?
From what I thought. That's what I was reading.
In order to break even, I think they needed to make $450 million.
They advertised the hell out of it, though.
They did.
The CGI was so advanced that I don't think it
yeah.
met its budget.
I mean, it had some generally unfavorable reviews from critics.
Yeah.
I personally enjoyed the movie.
It's great if you don't.
Know the lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really know the lore too well.
Just to sit and watch a movie, it's a good popcorn movie.
But I enjoyed the movie. Assassin's Creed came out in December.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Yeah. Came out very late, December 21st. So.
That was really forgettable.
And it had some pretty negative reviews too. So. Forgettable movie. Not many people remember it came out last year, and apparently it didn't do that
were
well.
really excited about it, and
Yeah,
Well, see,
apparently.
I watched the trailer and I was like, well, this is going to be nothing like Assassin's Creed. Not even going to
You
bother.
tell 'em.
Yeah, apparently it didn't do that well. And then we had a couple of straight-to-DVD movies, Dead Rising Endgame and Kingsglaive for Final Fantasy 15. So,
Final Fantasy's always been releasing movies.
so on the actual
Actually, not
video
related
game
to
side,
the game, though.
Usually it's the game itself.
we had quite a few
Like the
major releases. You know, you had your yearly shooter releases, Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Doom had a remake released this year.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Civilization 6 released, the next installment in the Civilization series. Uncharted 4 had its next release on the PlayStation. World of Warcraft released their 6th expansion. Most recent expansion this year. Big release this year was Overwatch. It was actually the Video Game Awards Game of the Year. A lot of people like to play that
Looks
game.
like it's a lot of fun.
And the game that kind of took the summer this year was Pokemon Go. Nintendo's first foray into the mobile cell phone gaming.
That's not true.
It's not technically.
Nintendo?
Well, no, the Pokemon puzzle. Pokemon Duel.
Didn't think Duel was out yet.
Duel was out in Japan, but it just.
I'm just saying.
I mean, for the US, it was a pretty major release worldwide. Some other events that kind of happened throughout the year. Blizzard bought Major League Gaming, so now they're the owner of the
No wonder Overwatch is doing so well.
yeah.
Well played, Blizzard.
They own one of the major seedings in the professional gaming league. Pokemon celebrated its 20th anniversary once again with
turn on.
Pokemon Go.
It's her turn.
Resident Evil also had its 20th anniversary. Tomb Raider as well.
Man, I'm old.
A lot of 20-year-old games now. Blizzard is celebrating its 25th anniversary as a company. Sonic on its 25th anniversary. Yeah.
I'm surprised that's not closer to 30, honestly.
And
I played it when it first came out, so no, it's not that old.
I know it's an upset for me and some of other us here. The Note 7 recall and that whole debacle, and then the subsequent new Note 7 recall because they just did not solve the issue of the overheating and igniting batteries.
Exploding phones. Just call it what it is.
I refuse.
It's a very
You know how many mods for
It's
how
very
many
like
different games have
spy-like,
exploding
except
phones for
you don't control when your phone
Grenades.
blows up, so that's where it becomes an issue.
So yeah, that was a very
I didn't know if you were having.
upsetting thing. So that's about what I got.
Just about what you got.
Yep.
Is that it?
Is that it?
That's all I got.
We good?
Sure.
Okay.
Autumn, it's your turn.
Hi. I'm here with the science nature ecosystem part of it all. Molecules. Anyways,
What? You didn't even.
you're right. Molecules. They're new glasses. I don't want to ruin them. Anyways, I'm gonna break it down as the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, okay.
You know.
No, he's not.
All right. The good. Chernobyl. 30 years ago. big nuclear accident, is now thriving.
Woohoo!
It is now one of the largest animal refugees, but not really officially. But the animals and the plants are doing great there. So, you know what? We can mess things up, but the animals and nature will fix it. Undercover robot animals are catching poachers. So the United States started using undercover robots to catch poachers in the United States. They can be a little pricey, so if you ever wanted to donate money, go ahead and throw it at the national park systems and stuff. Deers can be $2,000. Bears can be up to $5,000 for one.
Do you get to try
And then
them?
it gets shot.
Yes, and then they shoot them.
Yeah, they specifically put them in like illegal hotspots to track it.
I wanna try one.
Tiger numbers are up. So the first time in 100 years, the tiger numbers are up from 3,200, which was done in 2010, to 3,890. So that is a great increase for the numbers
That is awesome.
for the wild tigers. The Paris Agreement happened 2016. If you guys are not aware of what it is, the United Nations kind of came together and agreed that we kind of have to take charge on this climate change. So it's officially called the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. It's addressing greenhouse gas emissions, mitigation, adaptation, and finance changes for 2020. This was a little touch and go for a little bit. They all agreed in Paris, but there are still a few countries that kind of weren't on top of it. But the great thing about this is in the United States and China, which is 38% of the world joined in September. So, Paris Agreement. Woo. And then also the National Park Centennial. So August 25th on 2016, it was 100 years old. If you don't, if you don't know much about the natural park systems, get out there because there are tons of them, and you can thank our founders such as Teddy Roosevelt for the natural park system. The bad, bumblebees are now endangered.
Oh, we tried so hard. Not everyone, just like us in specifically.
Bumblebees are super important. Without bumblebees, we don't have plants, we don't have things to eat. They are pollinators. That is very different from wasps and yellow jackets.
Yes.
They are carnivorous. They eat other bugs. They are not pollinators. Bumblebees are pollinators. So this is a really big deal. This is a really big bad. Zika in Brazil. I mean, come on, fuck mosquitoes. Seriously?
Yeah, why can't they be endangered?
Seriously. There have been plenty of studies that prove, it's still touch and goes because nobody really wants to say it, but there have been studies that say mosquitoes, if they go extinct, it really wouldn't affect the world that much. Just saying.
They're the dodo of the insect.
Yeah, like they're like the gains is not as good as their bad. But anyways, and then the ugly. If you thought Cecil was bad, Harambe. That's all I gotta say about that one. Flint, Michigan. Well, sorry guys, I'm still rooting for you, but apparently there's a Lifetime movie out already dictated for you before you even have clean water. And pipeline spills. That's what I got.
Alright.
2016.
Hold my baby so that I can go.
Yo, hold my baby.
It's like hold your purse.
Yeah, hold my purse. Because it's my baby.
Hold my baby.
Alright. So, now it's my turn. And you know what they say? You can always tell a society based on their social media hashtags. Alright, well they haven't said that before, but you know, that's probably a really good way to start
It's gonna be a
doing it now. It's going to be a thing.
It's gonna be.
So, on social media, I'm going to give you the top 10 hashtags of 2016. Number 1, Rio 2016, in which the most retweeted post was a photo of gymnast Simone Biles meeting Zac Efron.
Priorities.
That was the most retweeted. Priorities, people. Priorities. Election 2016, in which the most retweeted post was a post by Hillary Clinton calling out Donald J. Trump by saying, delete your account. Priorities. Hashtag Pokemon Go, which was pretty equally split between people absolutely hating Pokemon Go for getting the unwashed masses out of their basements and into the blinding day star, and people who were actually all for it and like Pikachu. Euro 2016, which was a men's football tournament in France in which Portugal won.
Soccer.
Oscars.
Football.
Hashtag Oscars, where Leo DiCaprio finally got an Oscar, but that was pretty much overshadowed by a complete lack of nominations for people of color, despite there I get angry about that thing. I yell a lot. Hashtag Brexit, where popular vote in Britain resulted in Britain deciding to leave the European Union. Hashtag Black Lives Matter, because they do. This hashtag began because of complete lack of respect for the lives and livelihoods of people of color. Hashtag Trump. Oh, Trump. Whether you like him, or hate him, or think he's funny but wholly unqualified for his position, we're talking about him a lot, which he seems to both want and not want at the same time. Hashtag RIP. Seriously, so many celebrities died in 2016, which was mostly the result of the baby boomer generation, being old now. Hashtag Game of Thrones, in which I'm a terrible nerd and can't get myself into reading or watching Game of Thrones, but I'm assuming there was a lot of murder, betrayal, and nakedness.
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty
true.
All of those things.
And dragons.
I haven't seen it
dragons.
either.
It's really good.
It's
You should watch it.
And that's what I got, because I aimed for 90 seconds.
Oh.
Pat!
Well, let me get out my paper.
Pretty sure Patty Cake's song was 90 seconds.
Yeah, mine should be
I talked
mine should
through
be mine should be low as well. I'm terrible at talking. Let's see. So my I'm gonna focus on anime. There's a bunch of different new anime this year. The ones I want to go over are ones that I think are going to impact anime going forward. In no particular order, some of the big animes from this year as well. One is Mob Psycho 100, which is a supernatural horror comedy anime, which is a shonen. Shonen, if you don't know, is young children, like people under 16.
Like the magazine Shonen Jump.
Correct. That's exactly what it's made for.
Boom!
But it was an anime that's based off of a psychic kid that brings people's gifts to light, as well as hiding and dealing with emotions. It's the main things that anime dealt with. I think that's going to add a bunch to the anime world to the point of addressing more emotions instead of just being emo a lot in a lot of different anime of that type. Another one is Bungo Stray Dogs. That is a seinen anime. It's an action seinen anime. Seinen is a young adult anime. That one is very much a problem-solving type of anime. It's about it's actually very complicated, but it's mainly a mystery-solving type of anime. That one, I just like that one a lot because it's very well-rounded, and I think it's very good at addressing addressing characters. It was very good at characterization. Then the next two are going to be kind of confusing. There's Real Life. Real Life is an anime about reliving a time frame. Anyone that's older, like people of our age, may have had things in the past that you wish you did differently. Anyone here have things that you wish you did differently?
Hashtag no regrets.
Hashtag no regrets.
It's not regrets. It's if you go back 10 years and relive those 10 years, knowing what you know now, what would you do differently?
Oh, I would spend so much less time with so many boyfriends.
Invest in
So many of them.
Yeah,
That's
invest in
Google.
Google.
That's what I would do.
Well, Real Life is an anime. It's another seinen anime, a young adult anime that focuses on that possibility and what could happen in that.
I guess we no longer fall under the category of young adult, do we?
Well, young adult to them still 40. Actually,
Some of
it's
us-
18 to 40.
Wow.
Oh,
Good.
well, thank
Wow,
God.
I'll say you're still covered there, Joe.
Some of us.
For now. Then you also have ReZero. ReZero is probably one of the most popular animes from last year. ReZero is an action-adventure fantasy seinen anime, young adult, once again. That is an anime that is based off of a fantasy world where the main character dies, rewinds time, and redoes that section of time again.
Sounds like a weird
So
Groundhog's Day.
he just keeps doing it, but it does progress forward, and eventually he does then die and only progress a certain amount back, and so on, back and forth. And he can't talk about the fact that it happens either. So it's a huge thing for it. That to me adds more depth to most anime, and it's a more complicated story. And now that people are more realizing that they like this, and it's a very popular anime, they will do more complicated stories again.
Stop simplifying.
Yep. Grimgar, Fantasy and Ash. This is probably my favorite from this one, and that is because it's pretty much the worst D&D group you've ever seen. It's a bunch of people that get thrown into a world. They don't know where they're from. They don't know why they're here, but they're told that you need to go and kill monsters to earn money to progress forward. And literally, it's just very much a drama. It's a drama about those kids, and that is a shonen anime, which is a young children anime. And then you have My Hero Academia, which is a very opposite to that. That one was a drama. That My Hero Academia is a superhero action. It's very much a bring people up and figure out about your different powers. It's an anime where 80% of the world at age 11 have a spark of a power. Okay, the other 20% don't.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, have a spark of power. 20% don't. Some people deal with that as becoming
suck to be
superheroes.
that 20%.
I know, right?
Damn.
Some people deal with that by becoming superheroes. Other ones deal with it by taking what they want.
I mean, I would never.
And the last one, the most controversial and probably one of the most talked about, is Yuri on Ice. This is a sports anime. Sports anime does one thing very well. Very, very well. Now, I'm not into sports. Sorry, Joe. I will play them. I don't really watch them. I watch a lot of sports animes because what they do is they build people up. They bring people up. What Yuri on Ice, and the big thing that makes it so big this year, and what I think is going to change a lot of things, is it brings up the LGBT community.
Sweet.
Like, it's specifically about.
It's about two male skaters.
Correct. It's an ice skate show.
That's really
I mean,
cool.
it's
I love
totally
ice
I know
skating.
that.
Yuri on
Well,
ice.
but it would be yaoi if it was what it was, because they're both male. But that's a different story.
Suck it, Jimmy.
Yuri's also a common first name.
Yuri
Maybe
is a
there's a
first name in
twist.
both Russia and Japan. In fact, they use it for both a Russian person and a Japan
Yuri
person.
was the first person in space.
Thank you all.
Bring it back. Bring it round.
Science.
Joe.
Science rules.
All right. So, 2016 was a very will mostly be remembered for its startling number of celebrity deaths and its tumultuous election cycle. But there was a huge list of things that happened in the sports world. The Cubs break their 108-year dry spell to finally win a World Series after winning 103 games in the regular season.
Now
Wow,
we can
it would
forget
be
about
great
them
if they did
again.
108.
Yeah,
Like just
right.
exactly
They also
the right.
they fell behind. They fell behind the Indians 3-1 in the World Series, and then they rallied back, tied up 6-6. And after a 17-minute rain delay, they ended the drought. See what I did there?
Ah,
It's like those puns.
just like those dad jokes, man.
In the year of the underdog, though I never thought I'd be referring to LeBron James as an underdog. The Cavaliers came back from a 3-1 deficit to beat the Golden State Warriors.
It's basketball.
Basketball.
It's
Thank you.
okay. A lot of people don't know basketball because
To win the
it's
NBA
basketball.
championship.
Like
I know
even jocks
where
don't
basketball
enjoy
came
basketball.
from.
Speaking of the Golden State Warriors, though, they had an amazing history-setting season where they went an incredible 73-9 in the regular season. They set a record. That's the first time it's ever happened.
Ooh.
Like many facets of life in 2016, sports took a hit with the loss of Muhammad Ali. At the age of 74, brought on by his long battle with Parkinson's disease, which was probably brought on by his career
By boxing.
being punched in the face. But moving away from the sad stuff and back into basketball real quick, Villanova University won the NCAA championship
Oh, wait.
after an amazing buzzer beating.
People do care about that.
Yeah, people like that.
They don't.
After an amazing buzzer beating play to put Nova over top of UNC, University of North Carolina.
Thank
For anyone who didn't.
You,
No,
you
buzzer
don't.
beaters are fun.
The ones who know.
It's gone
know.
now. Sorry.
He just remembered that he wanted that thing.
Now that it's on the floor.
I like that.
But
Here, do you want to have
speaking of
another?
championships, we'll move right into the Olympics.
Ooh.
Yeah, they
This is
happened
what everyone
last
cares
year.
about.
Except this year was actually the lowest rated Olympics in the past 25, 30
We were a little preoccupied.
There's a lot going on around
Brexit, election,
but
Zephron.
Zika. I mean, come on now.
so we'll move right into the champion, Michael Phelps.
Ugh, him again?
He's the most winningest Olympian in history. He beat Leonidas.
Wow.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Like 300 Leonidas?
I mean, but that part really isn't news. Yeah, the first Olympic. Yeah.
No, alright.
But that part really isn't news. He did that 8 years ago. But in 2016, he further separated himself from any competition by winning 5 more gold medals and 1 silver to increase his total to a medal count of a staggering 28 total medals. In his lifetime. That's. But since we brought up Olympians, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the final 5.
Heck yeah!
The final 5 are Simone Biles, Allie Raisman, Gabby Douglas, Laurie Hernandez, and Madison Cayusen.
Last name.
Cayusen. I didn't look up the pronunciation of her name.
Or he apologizes.
I do. These girls dominated the gymnastics scene in Rio, absolutely crushing the competition. The girls won the team all-around medal. No team could touch them, as the next closest team was more than 8 points away.
Isn't one of them from Rancocas Valley around here? I could have swore one of them was.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But not to.
No, you said it properly.
Oh, okay.
I said Rancogas, okay?
Oh, alright.
Not to mention that an American received a medal in each of the individual apparatus events.
Wow.
And if you mention the Summer Olympics and don't mention Usain Bolt, you've done it wrong. The man is amazing. In his 3rd Olympics, he walked away with 3 more gold medals, putting his medal count to 9. Usain did say this is his last Olympics, though, so that dominating performance has come to an end.
Well, Olympians usually only go until they're 30.
Unless
at
their name is
max.
Michael Phelps.
Unless
'Cause I'm
you're
pretty
Michael
sure he is
Phelps.
part merman.
Actually,
he
he is.
He's got webbed feet.
Yeah,
he does.
He's not human. It's not fair that he's allowed to compete. in
Aliens
human
should
Olympics.
not be
No,
allowed.
he's just an X-Men.
They
He's
have
fine.
their own
They're cool.
Olympics, I'm sure.
But
It's
amid
called
all the amazing
Galaxies
stuff,
or
Olympics.
something.
No,
Oh my god!
Amy.
they're the best.
No! No! No!
Somebody else already has that.
Yeah, you have to think of a different name.
Just call it the X Olympics.
The X-Olympics?
Yeah, 'cause
Like
it can't be the X
Games?
Games because that already exists too.
Yeah.
You leave the sports stuff to other people.
Yeah, seriously.
Amid all the amazing stuff that we can't
He
forget to
caught
mention a
butterflies
few of
in
the
the outfield, I
downsides.
tell ya.
So real quick, rapid fire. Green water in the pools at the Olympics. Zika scare before the Olympics even started. And a lot of thefts of the tourists who came to spectate the games. And finally, Ryan Lochte got drunk, argued with a security guard, falsified a report that he and his friends were robbed at gunpoint. TLDR, Ryan Lochte is a douche.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's everything I got.
Sweet. So, yesterday we posted a graphic that told you to comment on the most adult thing that you did this year. Not XXX weird sex stuff. We do not have the capability to hold a straight face for that kind of thing.
It's
But-
true. Wait till we do the dildo.
We'll talk about it, but don't expect to understand
But
anything that
don't
we
get
say.
mad when I laugh at you.
But what we meant was, I got married, I had a baby, I moved out of my house, I started a Fortune 500 company. So we had how many? 4 people who made 5 people who commented. So what we're gonna do now is
There's a dice too.
Doug is going to assign them a number. Doug has assigned them a number.
It's D5 on a D20.
20-sided die, numbered 1 through 5. Equal chance 1 through 5.
Read out the numbers.
Number 1 is Kayla Jump. Number 2, Kirk McGolum. Number 3, Eric Shirk. Number 4, Michael Scott. And number 5, Lee Lewis.
So we are going to roll a die, and if your number is what we roll, we will send you a prize in the mail.
Or if you notice, you can pick it up.
Keep it on the table.
Number 4.
Michael
Mike
Scott.
Michael Scott, you get a prize.
Big Mike.
So, now that we've got that part out of the way, we'll move on to our discussion. 2016. Now we are going to go a little more in depth about the cool things that happened in 2016. If anybody wants to join in our discussion, now is the time to type up your comments and tell us what you want us to talk about. Remember, we do have a tangent clause this time. So if you hear a sound effect, it doesn't stop. You just have to wait until it goes all the way.
That's like you know, like when
Where's
they
the
start,
tangent
like,
button for the tangent button?
No, it's like it's fading out, and that's how much time you have until.
Yeah, that's how much time you have until it ends.
Until it's.
You didn't have to press it.
I didn't. It
No,
just does
after
that.
like a few seconds.
It just says "I love you" because it wants to be the creepiest toy your child owns. This one's called Warlock. I feel like that's inaccurate. That's a song, Autumn. So, we do have a tangent clause where if something happens where we go off topic, we put out a tangent. We press the tangent button, and we will have a little bit of time to finish up our tangent and then continue going. Do you need me to give you guys some alone time?
No, we're not talking about that.
Oh,
Yeah, we
alright.
specifically
Yeah,
said
we
it.
can't.
Just said that.
So, who wants to start off with something really awesome that happened in 2016?
We had all these things.
Jeez, we just had like a list of them.
There was like 4, right?
Pandas.
Pandas, yes.
Yeah.
They're no
Pandas are-
longer endangered.
Yeah, they're no longer endangered.
Listen, the science person will be quiet back here.
Why?
Government controls the endangered species list.
But
Oh.
still, the number went up almost
The number-
1,000
the number
pandas
did
in the
go up.
wild.
Yeah, the plane, the solar plane that went around the world.
Circumvented the world.
They stopped eating and started humping.
The
No.
solar plane?
No,
We moved on to
I'm pretty sure
planes.
It was artificial insemination.
We moved on to planes. And
And
then you started
That's
talking
actually
about
why
eating
they
and humping.
decreased.
I wasn't
because
paying
they just
attention.
didn't care about having sex with each
Yeah.
other.
They'd rather just eat and get fat and die.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Which is
In
what
captivity.
America's doing.
We are the pandas of the world.
We are the pandas.
Pandas first.
Pandas, pandas and
Sorry,
puppies.
baby.
Pandas and puppies.
Pandas and puppies. Pandas and puppies. All right, planes. What were we talking about? Planes? They're
Uh,
not humping.
There was a solar plane that circumvented the
The
entire
first solar
globe.
plane.
Whoa.
Go around the world.
Sweet.
Went all the way around the world.
Cool things.
Portugal ended up running a total of 4 straight
Heck
days
yeah.
on completely renewable energy in 2016.
Go
Good
Portugal.
job, Portugal.
Oh, I remember something that happened cool that happened in 2016. They started working on a way to bleach DNA from organs so that we could fill the organs with stem cells so that people who need so that people who need transplants can have their own organs and lose the risk of rejection.
Right now, they can do it with hearts. They're hoping to move on to lungs and livers next. It's at the University of Minnesota.
Alright, let's talk about fun stuff.
Oh,
Pokemon Go!
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
do Pokemon Go because all of us played that for at least a duration.
I was about to say, I was on it like 3 days ago.
It's hard because when they
Like
when they
2
messed up
hours.
the trackers,
I hate the,
I lost
I hate the new
interest.
tracking system.
Wait, there's a tracking
there-
system?
Yeah.
Because they took it away for a
But
long
it's
time. I was
only,
like, fuck this
it's
shit.
only around, like, it shows you Pokemon, like, you still get the random, like, there's Pokemon in the grass nearby. But there's also, like, there's Pokemon near this Pokestop.
That's what it is. It's mainly like that's
Listen,
their
It's
near
great
focus
if you
stuff.
live in a city.
I don't understand
It
why
sucks
they got
for
rid of
us.
the
They
original
did-
tracking
They
system.
did add more Pokemon though around.
The original tracking system didn't work.
Then why? Ooh, I'm
It wasn't
sorry.
able to, like,
I'm sorry.
Update and maintain its update.
I just
with
feel
its
like
number of
why
users
not
they had.
perfect that instead of, I mean, unless they just can't.
They would-
Because it was easier to monetize this.
You're right. But seriously, unless I was at a place that I knew had a lot of Pokestops and stuff, I was like, unless I went down to like the shore or something, I
wouldn't
did
do it.
not. Yeah,
You mean like your
But
local
diff-
Starbucks?
right. But when it was in the beginning, I actually like would walk around my neighborhood searching for Pokemon. It was cool.
Sponsored.
I don't know.
Except that one time when we were at Gen Con and we wasted like all of our Pokeballs trying to catch a Drowsy.
Dude,
Because it was
Fuck
like
those Drowsy.
it was right
that
after
was right
the
when they
update.
made them
No,
really
no, it was
hard.
no.
Or was it Hypno?
I
It was
don't
right after
remember
that
what it
update
was.
where
That's why they updated it to be hard.
yeah, they
Catch
significantly
everything.
increased the challenge rating for catching.
So
They
man.
lowered it, you know. They added, you know, the things that were
I'm pretty sure that's
useless.
when I let go of Pokemon Go.
The things that were useless before, the acknowledgement
He's gonna
saying
roll my
you caught
seat.
this many normals, etc.
See,
They're
this
now badges that add to your plus the.
Oh yeah, I
catch
saw
them.
that change.
Yeah.
They give you boosts to catching that
Yeah.
type.
It's actually probably a better setup now.
I appreciate that setup.
And they did update and add a few more Pokemon before the end of the year.
From
They
what
did.
I've been told and what I was reading, though, you can only get them through hatches.
Oh, that's a way better replacement.
Autumn.
This doesn't judge me nearly as much.
Yeah, but it'll sing occasionally.
I'll sing occasionally. It'll tell you.
Autumn doesn't. I mean, I'm okay with my life being a musical. Hamilton!
Hamilton happened.
Segues are weird.
I think that one was really good, actually.
Yeah,
that was not a bad segue.
What about Hamilton?
Hamilton swept the Tony Awards. It was nominated for the most Tony Awards in history and took home most of them. In fact, I think some of the few that it did not take home was the ones where two people were nominated from the cast in the same category. It did not take home Best Leading Actress.
Okay.
Philippa Sue was wrong.
Philippa Sue did a very good job, but I don't even remember who the original winner was. But they
It should have been Philippa Sue.
they did very good. Daveed Diggs won Best Featured Actor. Leslie Odom Jr. won.
Yeah, I mean, Lynn didn't win Best Male Lead.
He did
Leslie
because Leslie Odom Jr. won Best
Male
Male Lead. Lynn won Best Book. He won a whole bunch of other things.
Lead. Did Chris Jackson win something? He should have.
I think he won. No, because
No.
he was against Daveed Diggs.
He should have. But
Yes.
so should have. They should have created an additional category for Chris
Best,
Jackson.
best
Cindy
Chris
Ramos,
Jackson.
Best Chris Jackson. Best person to play George Washington.
Best portrayal of a
Jackson.
founding father who's not Lin-Manuel Miranda, Daveed Diggs,
I barely count Aaron Burr as a
or
founding
Aaron
father.
Burr. He did a lot.
Lin-Manuel Miranda,
Yeah.
didn't he? Isn't he up for that triple threat?
It's not even a triple threat. It's called the PGOT.
Yeah.
So where you get
Sounds like a disease.
P, I believe
Sounds like a gem.
P, I believe is Perry.
Yeah, he's got a Perry.
Is it Perry? I don't remember. I don't want and then an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. He's got the P. He's got the Emmy. He's got the Grammy. He's got a Tony. He's up for an Oscar for not Where You Are. It was the one that she sings. The one that Moana sings.
Oh,
I'm not off topic.
We're still talking a lot.
I'm the one talking.
I don't know the soundtrack yet.
I don't remember the
Oh
name.
my gosh,
Terrible
that's the one
names.
that she sings. How Far I'll Go.
That's it.
He is up for a Tony Oscar
Oscar.
for How Far I'll Go.
Is it the Perry? We're just looking for the paper.
We're just looking for the P.
All I got is EGOT.
Oh, it's a Mick P. Got. That's why. Mick P.
MCP got.
Yes, MCP got. Mac P. Got. He's going to Mac P. Got. There we go. Pulitzer. You want a Pulitzer? That's what the P is. It's not. Does not
Yeah,
stand for.
Perry is a.
Perry is a local. Perry is also a local community theater.
It's also a journalist.
And it's a journalism one. He is not a journalist.
In my mouth.
You're stuck with her now. You brought her up here.
You brought her
She's
up.
I know. I'm just trying to make this personal too.
Like I was with my baby.
Yeah, like we did. No, I meant like we did 2016 year in review and talked about cool stuff, but we wanted to talk about what affected us the most.
Mine was my baby.
She had a baby.
What?
I got a puppy.
Where? Prove it. I haven't seen it.
I think she did. He's
Who
sleeping
doesn't
now.
love a puppy?
Look at that face.
People who are allergic.
No, they still love them. They just
They just
have
can't
to hate
have.
themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just the cutest pup in the whole wide world.
The first one was a whale. I don't know.
And she's got an Instagram if you want to watch her antics. We're talking about... No. I'm not off tangent. else you don't have a puppy. Instead you have a baby.
Turkeyed.
What
No,
other
no,
important
Dominic, you're
things
talking a
happened?
lot.
I have a puppy. He's right here.
What other important things happened in 2016?
You can't see.
Pat's brother got married.
Yeah.
Woo!
Did?
Sweet. What else? Oh, Jonas had an open heart surgery twice.
Well, the first one's open.
Successfully. That's the positive.
Successfully, yes, he exists still.
Does exist still.
Anybody else? Doug got a 3D printer,
I got a 3D printer.
That's pretty cool.
which in Doug's life is pretty much like having a baby.
I mean, that was
He does
a
create
couple weeks
things
ago,
now.
so it wasn't 2016.
It wasn't 2016. Ugh, jeez, never mind.
You ordered it in 2016.
I did. I ordered it in 2016. I didn't receive it until 2017.
This is how we find
He was
loopholes.
expecting a 3D printer.
He was expecting.
Yes, he was expecting.
He was expecting a 3D
Aw,
printer.
lame.
All right, so guys, it is now 9:37.
Game time.
Game time! Woot! So
I'm not ready.
you're not ready? All right.
Send me answers, guys.
So this is your opportunity to comment who you think is going to be the most winningest out of all of the grown-ass adults up here. So what we're going to do is, prior to live streaming, we all wrote down 3 questions about our specific topic. And what we're going to do is we are going to pick questions for each other. We're going to read each person 3 questions that does not pertain to their topic, and whoever answers the quickest and the most correct will win. What your responsibility is to comment who you think is going to be the quickest and the most correct, and if you get it right, you'll be entered to win a prize. If you're the only person to comment the name of the winner, then you automatically get the prize. So there's that. Only your first answer will be accepted, so you can't just type all of our names. Got you. Loopholed.
And if you're the only one to comment, well, you're probably gonna win anyway.
Yeah,
She
if
already
No, she said if you.
I said if you're the only one to say one name, but
Oh.
if you only want to comment, that'll work too. So, you want to go this way to this way?
Yeah.
You start with me the first time.
Nope.
Yes, we did. I started intros. Don't let me.
All right.
Coincidence.
So, Joe, are you ready?
Born ready.
All right. You want me to pick your questions, or do you want to?
Oh no, you were gonna pick them.
Yeah. I figured it'll make it easier.
No, just
No,
Joe.
just Joe.
Just
Okay.
Joe.
All right. We've got 1. Gotta make sure it's not sports. 2,
This should do.
Are we cheating?
I know the answer to those.
3. All right. This is good. It's 3 different topics.
Well, that's not good for Joe.
Ready?
How old is the national park system?
100 years.
Yep.
All right.
Centennial. I mean, 100.
What sport was Euro 2016 a tournament for?
Football. Soccer.
And what was the VGA Game of the Year?
Overwatch.
All right. So 3
Good.
quick correct answers.
20 seconds, point 84.
20.84. Get on my level.
All right.
Oh.
It's gonna be Jimmy. Who's going to time him? It's gonna be.
I got you, Jimmy.
All right.
When she starts reading the
My
first
body is
question.
ready.
All right.
Because it requires me to press a button.
Yep.
So you're gonna fail because you're distracted by body.
The puppers.
All right.
Puppy, 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 puppy.
It's a puppy. Who's the puppiest puppy?
I am.
Okay. Yep, not that one.
If we're
That was the Jimmy one.
If we want honest answers,
All right.
it's me.
All right. So Jimmy, are you ready?
Sure.
The confidence.
Staggering. What is the highest grossing video game movie?
I don't know. It was World of Warcraft.
All right.
That is correct.
Who broke their 108-year drought in sports?
Cubs.
That is correct.
What was the most retweeted photo from hashtag Rio 2016?
Zac Efron meeting some guy.
No. Simone Biles.
Oh, was it a girl?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Simone is
Alright.
a girl's name.
What's the time on that?
32 seconds.
32
And
seconds.
.70.
Alright.
So my record holds.
I don't know. Guy isn't really gender. It was just
Too bad.
person.
Too bad. So sad.
Dude would have been accepted.
Quality of answers were also like a 0.5.
Yes.
Like we're averaging quality.
Oh, it'd be
I mean, I
2.5.
appreciated the top grossing video game movie. I don't know.
Gamer guy over here.
So I wasn't really paying attention much because I was trying to focus on making sure the stream was working well. So
Right.
Good luck.
This is gonna be awesome.
That's alright. There's
This is
only
gonna be
anime
terrible.
questions left. Good luck.
really wasn't
All
paying
current
attention because we were having a
events.
lot of issues at that point in time.
So there was a lot of current events stuff.
Oh, Kristen messed up. She's putting her face
She
in the
did.
crowd. Don't let her down.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Alright. So we're gonna go with Pat.
Oh,
Why are
okay.
you skipping Doug?
Because I'm gonna go. Because I just. Fine. I have to throw these back. God.
Doug's third in line.
Alright. Alright, that's fine.
It's kind of a line. It's line-ish.
Nope,
It
that's not
resembles vaguely a line. That's not
It's staggered. There we go.
No more kisses.
There we
No
go.
more kisses.
Alright. Doug. Are you ready?
No.
What was the name given to the girls' U.S. gymnastics team?
I have no idea.
We just. Okay.
Fantastic Five.
No.
No.
Final.
Yes,
Final
Jimmy!
five.
Oh.
You're not getting any time back.
I was
What
close.
is the sports anime good at?
Ooh. That was good.
Portraying the sport.
No.
No.
LGBTQ community.
No, that was
Building
that was
people up.
Building people up.
Boom!
I should know that one because you say it all the time.
Yeah.
He does.
Bumblebees are different from yellow jackets. How?
Yellow jackets are wasps. They're not bees.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's the
I mean,
vaguest
yes,
of
but
the answer.
what is?
What was touched based on it though?
Yes, but what did we?
Bee population is growing.
No, it's not, Doug.
What's the
Oh no,
opposite?
they're declining. They're
Damn it, Doug!
I really wasn't paying attention because I was
Bumblebees
focusing on that.
Pollinators.
Yellow
Alright.
jacket.
And yellow jackets are carnivores.
We're in it.
All right, you're done.
Doug.
Doug.
He's
That's
off the.
fine.
He,
If there's any names, I'm
You have a
doomed.
job.
Probably doomed.
see, if you've been watching from the beginning, I told you I was super competitive. But Rachel's probably gonna beat me. She's been reading all the answers, all the questions.
No, I haven't been. I'm just looking at the. That's why I told everyone to write their name on the bottom.
Should have done outside.
All right. The United Kingdom voted to leave what?
Sorry, the European Union.
Good.
That was a little too quick.
What costume were people dressing up as and standing in the woods?
Clowns.
Yes.
I don't like this. Can you read that last question slower?
Who won the NCAA basketball championship?
I have no idea.
Yes!
It's a name.
Clutch!
Basketball. Nope, I got nothing.
Yeah, it was
It
basketball.
was a basketball team.
Thank
I
you,
got nothing.
Villanova.
Okay.
Saved my life.
All right. So is this me then that goes, or is it
Time for
Autumn
Pat.
that goes?
You.
All right.
Jimmy, it's time for that.
30. But he didn't get the last question right.
I'm gonna be terrible at this now. I don't know anything. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know anything about anime.
If you paid attention, you'll get it.
I tried to. I had a baby.
We said-
That's why Joe kept giving me the baby back. He wanted to win.
He's
You-
competitive.
He threw up on me.
You also
He
gave
threw up
him,
on
like,
me twice.
Pressing the button.
Oh wait, I have mine.
All right, Rachel,
You want to stop time.
are you ready?
Yes.
What was Pat's favorite from 2016?
Oh, balls. I don't know. I don't remember. I have no idea. I'm sorry, Pat.
No, Grimoire of Fantasy and Ash.
Oh,
The,
yeah.
the bad D&D.
Yeah, the bad D&D game.
Oh! Sorry.
Obama was the first president to visit where in 88 years?
Cuba.
Yes, you are correct. which I remember it. I don't know why.
X?
Close.
Very close.
What was it?
NX.
NX! Damn it! Oh my god, I'm the worst.
So with one and a half right, she's at 45 seconds.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
the worst.
it's all downhill from here. There's like at least 2 tech questions and an anime question in there.
Alright.
Do I get an answer or a point for that?
No. Alright, Autumn. What is one of the changes to anime going forward from the anime in 2016?
The LGBTQ community.
Yes!
Slow down.
What was Hillary's top retweet?
Oh, okay. The picture of delete Trump, or the hashtag delete Trump, delete account,
Delete your account.
delete your account. Yeah.
And then unfortunately Autumn got one of her own.
Oh, you got a freebie.
Go ahead.
Tiger numbers are up from blank.
3,200 to 3,890. Boom.
That's
Good,
like the hardest question.
good
I was
job,
like-
Autumn.
36 seconds with all correct. Wait.
I mean, the second one was not all correct.
Yeah.
It was finagled in there.
No, it was not.
Quality was like.
If I didn't get
80%.
all right for X for NX, you did not get it all
You
right
get 2.5.
for delete Trump.
And then I said delete your account.
Delete
She's trying
Trump
to
has
figure out how to word it.
completely different
So
connotations.
Joe was the fastest with 20.84 seconds
Yeah.
with 3 correct.
Did anybody say that Joe was gonna win?
Alice did.
Alice
and Jose.
Alice and Jose.
My
pretty
guy.
All right. So anybody have a coin? I do. All right. Joe, call them each. Give them heads or tails.
We'll give Alice heads, Jose tails.
All right. Everyone ready? Heads.
Heads.
Alice wins.
Alice wins.
Alice wins. Woo,
Alice
good
gets
job,
a
Alice.
prize.
You get a prize. We will contact you sometime between the next 24 hours. And that is all the time we have for today. The next time
We
you
actually ran really close to time.
Yeah. The next time you see us, it will be on February the actual 14th. Pat will not be here because he is a romantic person, but the rest of us will be. So you get to have our extra special
I guess we have plans
Valentine's.
now.
Yeah.
We
You
did
mean,
too.
yeah,
We-
so do we.
We
Right
had
here.
to have plans.
Yeah, it's right here.
No, I mean like we didn't have plans before.
Ah.
Yeah, we didn't either. It was this.
It was this.
Old married couples don't get plans unless you make plans for
So
them.
now
None
you
of the
have
young married couples.
now you have plans for Valentine's Day too. You get to watch us talk about Valentine's Day, love, romance,
Not
and
love.
exactly not
Old
what I
romance.
just said, pretty much, for all the wrong reasons. We're gonna have a really ridiculous game at the end of it where we switch up our couples and ask questions about opposite couples.
Oh, we're odds now. We're one short now.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Doug's going
No,
to.
I'm going to moderate the
He's
game.
gonna
Oh,
moderate
you're
the game.
moderating. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Joe and me, right?
Yeah,
Joe and
it's
me,
Joe
right?
and it's
We got
Joe
this,
and
bro.
Autumn and me and
We got
Jimmy.
this.
We gotta start hanging out or something.
We're
Jimmy.
pretty much the same person.
We
Yeah,
are the same
oh,
person.
we only
How
share
would
the same
I
car.
answer this question?
Mm-hmm.
With my penis.
That's how Joe
Good
answers
answer.
all questions.
I got it.
But you'll see us again then. We're going to be posting some ridiculous videos coming up. Joe is going to be starting his.
I still don't have a name for it yet, but
If you have a name for it, let him know.
yeah, post it on the page. Send a message to the page.
Check out the grownasadults.wordpress.com. Let me know if you want to see
I have
anything
suggestions.
cool on the blog.
Send a message to the page.
I do literally anything
can't
that a
find
grown-ass adult could possibly do. Whether it's home stuff or recipes or anything like that. If you have an idea for a segment or a topic for us, let us know. And if you just want to interact with us, go ahead to our Facebook page. At least one of us will answer you and have a good chat or something, I guess.
I miss the food things we used to.
So just real quick, if you don't know what my channel is because you tuned in later, my channel is going to be sports-based. It's going to be about a quick overview of what happened over the weekend in sports, to give you some stuff to talk about water cooler-wise. If you're not super into sports, but you don't want to be out of the conversation for a day or two because something amazing happened in sports over the week. or over the weekend. So it'll be posted every Monday or every Sunday evening or Monday morning. I'll be putting the videos up. So.
All right, you see how you ludicrous display.
All right.
Now that everything else is pretty much done.
Congratulations to Mike Scott and Alice, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.